It's a man's turn.
In fact, the LA Times calls him a handsome young man.
This guy in the green shirt, right here.
Variety views him as a young, attractive male questioner.
Well, everybody likes you, man.
New York Magazine notes he was mysteriously awarded boisterous applause.
What is he on like Gossip Girl or something? I didn't recognize him, but maybe is he a movie star? Who's got a mic? Go ahead.
Not a movie star, just one of your volunteers.
There you go.
Like President Obama, you may be asking yourself, who the heck is this guy? Well, my name's Lars Thorn, and like millions of Americans around this country, I was one of Barack Obama's volunteers on his way to the White House. My personal story actually starts just blocks from the White House, where I was a third-generation Washingtonian. But it took until I moved clear across the country to Los Angeles before I became actively involved in politics, and more importantly, became actively committed to being the change that I wish to see in the world around me. The funny thing about the video clip that you just saw is that 90 minutes before that moment took place, I was sitting right here in Santa Monica in this chair in my PJs watching college basketball. But it was then that I got a phone call from a friend of mine that I'd worked on the campaign with. She said she had an extra ticket for me to Barack Obama's town hall meeting in downtown LA. She was able to pass the ticket back in line until I could get there. I got the ticket, went through security, and someone asked if I'd like to sit up on stage. And I thought, what a great opportunity. But just to clarify, I'm not a movie star, but I did have a chance to ask a question of the most powerful person on the face of the earth. And that was quite an honor. So let's take a look at that question, shall we?
There's such a passion in this country, and you inspired such a passion for us to do things that we never had before in the name of volunteerism, in the name of making you become our president. And thank you to everyone that was involved with that. My question is, clearly this is not something you can do alone in terms of changing our country. How can we best partner with you? How can we be most effective moving forward to change this country?
In response to my question, President Obama reminded us that we need to have patience because long-term systemic change that we can really believe in takes some time and it doesn't happen overnight. The President also challenged each of us to stay informed, not just about politics, but more importantly to educate ourselves on the issues on which our country is built. And while I think Barack Obama is on the right path in bringing about this change, I recognize that responsibility doesn't just rest on the shoulders of one leader, but rather is something that we all need to carry forward. So now I challenge you. What is the change that you wish to see in the world? And how have you seen that change taking place? Share your stories, share your video responses, and show us why we have hope for the future. Why is it that all of us working together can be the change that we want to see in the world?
Not a movie star, just one of your volunteers.
There you go.
And in my book, that's even more powerful.